Right to life, which is a fundamental right prescribed under the Constitution, is getting hampered because the manner in which these prisoners are there when such a pandemic is spread all over. Taking note of the unprecedented surge in COVID-19, the Supreme Court bench headed by Justice Ramanna has said that all those prisoners who were given parole last year, that is March 2020, should again be considered for parole so that the jails can be decongested. And this should be done without any reconsideration to avoid delay. In fact, one should applaud the role of judiciary, particularly Bombay High Court and Supreme Court, who have taken suo motu cognizance of the plight of the prisoners who are suffering in these congested jails, and that is the reason that the pandemic is spreading so heavily in the jail. The very important part is of human rights, because if you see right to life, which is a fundamental right prescribed under the Constitution, is getting hampered because the manner in which these prisoners are there when such a pandemic is spread all over clearly shows that we are somewhere in the wrong. Taking a cue from the Supreme Court, which clearly said that a high-powered committee should be set up in all the states and union territories, which would look into all cases where punishment for the offence is either up to 7 years or 7 years, should be given bail so that the jails can be decongested. In fact, Maharashtra went one step ahead and it set up almost 30 temporary prisons where these prisoners could be sent and jails could be decongested. However, after the last year pandemic, that is March 2020, the states took it casually and all these temporary prisons were wrapped up. But with the second COVID emergency, again Maharashtra is trying to set up temporary prisons, and I think it is necessary that all over the country temporary prisons are set up to decongest the already existing ones. If you go to Maharashtra, which has around 35,000 prison inmates, whereas the capacity of the jails is only 25,000, which means we have around 11,000 prisoners overcrowding in these prisons, and it was these prisoners who the courts wanted should be let off so that they could avoid the pandemic. So is the case in Taloja, which is overcrowded, and if we see right now, it has some human rights activists, it has some big corporates who are undergoing imprisonment, and it is not to say that someone is more important or the other is less important, but the importance is that even now when we are fighting in courts in London to extradite Vijay Mallya, the only ground which is given is that our jails are not up to the mark, we violate human rights, and that is why lot of prisoners are evading coming to India. But coming back to COVID-19, it is important that the high power committee, which was set up after the guidelines of Supreme Court, it should meet again and ensure that all the under trials who are unable to get bail, either due to not fulfilling the requirements of a bail bond or because their dates are not coming, they should be immediately released and allowed to go home. Primarily because the jails are congested, they lack sanitation facilities, they lack hygiene. Not only that, they do not have the required amount of doctors. In fact, reports say that Taloja has only Ayurvedic doctors, that too only 3 Ayurvedic doctors among 3,500 inmates. So when we cannot take care of them, it is necessary that we let them go home. Not only that, Bombay High Court, while hearing a PIL, said that we must vaccinate all the prisoners, and the RT-PCR should be done immediately, and only after the report comes they should be allowed to send to the jail, because there is such a huge humanity. There are so many prisoners in the jail that if one affected COVID-19 prisoner goes, would infect all others because they are they are living in proximity. So keeping that in mind, the court has said that they should be tested frequently, and all prisoners above 45 years should be vaccinated as early as possible. Keeping these things in mind, and also human rights, because the Constitution of India gives fundamental rights to everyone, which includes also the prisoners, and in so many cases right to life, which is a fundamental right in this country, also says right to life means right to live with dignity, and right to life also means that your life is protected. And in pandemic times, when safe distancing is a necessity of the hour, it is necessary that the jails are decongested. And as a human rights lawyer, as a human rights activist, I personally feel that number one, we do not have that facilities which we should provide, like jails in foreign countries. We also, the prisoners come from the lower strata of the society. They do not have that sort of financial stability that they can get the best of the medicines. As it is, COVID treatments are very expensive, and prevention is better than cure. So I think it would be definitely better that these jails are decongested. And taking a cue from this pandemic, I think the authorities should start working that in future also, if anything like this happens, they should not be taken unawares, they should not be thrown off the guard, and they should be well prepared, because any life lost because of callousness is something to be looked into seriously, and authorities should be made accountable.